Cheers. Thank you. I was ready. Thank you.
Morning, Summer. How are you?
The Urban Assembly School for Law and Justice is a small school in downtown Brooklyn. We have about 454 students and a cap of about 120 students in our incoming freshman class.
What I think we did well in New York City was not only to create smaller units of school, small schools, but to look at the variety of systems that intersect with school. It's really a grand act of redesign of what we think about as secondary education.
Have a good day. Morning. How are you? Morning. Have a good day.
One of the untold stories of the small schools is that we required every school to begin with a community partner.
We have a really strong partnership with our founding partner, which is a law firm in Manhattan.
In ninth grade, the students have multiple opportunities to go there and to really think about the law and being a lawyer.
We did a trial where we talked about cases, and we did the defendant and the prosecutor, and we got to see real life lawyers display that case as well.
When you have the support of the community, I think it makes for a richer learning environment. So this whole theme of law, justice, speaking up for yourself, they're very interested in.
Literacy is a huge component of our ninth grade here.
We have students who come in multiple grades below grade level. So we really think about building a year that has explicit literacy strategies throughout every unit and that builds upon previous units.
Daniel, can you remind us what the pre-reading procedures are?
What are the predictions you can make about what this would be about?
The skills of annotation and analysis and questioning in an English class work in a science class. They're just annotating and analyzing different things.
Some hair can be sticking off of the slide. It's not a problem.
Literacy is your ability to understand the content that's in front of you and make connections.
But look at that tiny piece, look. See, look, keep looking, and I'm gonna move it, look. See it?
It's not focusing.
Is it lightly or tightly?
The literacy strategies that are used, not only do they translate from subject to subject, but they also allow students to use literacy in a completely different way.
So what did you add to your definition?
Two sides are congruent in the included angles.
We have the agenda in front of us. We're going to try to keep to time if we need.
In grade team meetings, we discuss what's called Kid Talk, where we present a certain student and we figure out how they're performing and how we can make them more successful here at the school. Today, I was requested to submit an activity that I would be giving students in my class. This is designed to help students go through the scientific thinking and writing that is involved when you are putting together a lab report. And one student that we were discussing is in one of those classes.
We're going to break up into two different groups, and then what you should be doing is having a 10-minute conversation of how this can be modified.
Each teacher in the team meeting gave me specific feedback on where I can make certain modifications to help this student and any other student access the material a little bit more.
A lot of those skills that were used before can be used here in other content areas. We're teaching kids how to break down information, right? We're teaching them how to use scaffolds, how to be critical thinkers.
The student benefits from having some things read aloud, so whether that's in a small group with a teacher, one-on-one, that's another alternative modification.
That experience for me was very genuine. We are all here to help every student that's in front of us, so therefore I take the criticism extremely well.
Next week, bring in work that you've modified. So thinking about some of the work that we've done today and applying it to a different assignment, or taking loosely some of these ideas and applying them.
Our student population typically don't come from college-going families. Our staff create a sense that college is possible and probable. And that begins really with freshman year, so that there's that sense from the beginning that we have the highest expectations.
We're going to start to think about the things that you are interested in studying, maybe when you go to college, or the types of careers that you might want to have when you leave SLJ.
I think that what our staff does is we're the parent with a master's degree at the kitchen table for 100 kids.
Put a star next to the one that interests you the most.
There's a caring relationship. There's that sort of parental, you have to do it. We are not going to let you veer away. In our family, this is what happens when you're this age. You apply to college, and you do it very well. 100% of the students here apply to college. About 90% actually matriculate.
How many people in here know somebody who is in college or has been to college?
Really don't be afraid of the challenge, because we've got young people who really are capable of doing amazing things.
I had science, technology, engineering, and math.
We have to create structures that enable them to do that. Constantly looking at where kids are in skills development, constantly diagnosing where they are, and then providing that support in real time.
Okay, good. Perfect.